say, well, actually, right? We've all met those folks. Some of you may be that person who has to say, someone raised their hand. Well, actually, if you were a snake, you might see a purple sky, and it's like, well, hopefully, never going to be a snake, right? Because unless God gets really mad one day. But the point of that, right, is we could always see more. And Jesus here is teaching and telling us to not judge others by our own standard. And when we apply that not only to the world, but to the church, which matters a lot right now, to not divide the church over issues of disagreement, even robust and angry disagreement. That the church should walk together. That the church, and I love this, what an archbishop has said, is even when the church must walk together at a distance from one another. I believe that was one of the previous archbishops of Canterbury who said that sometimes the church must walk at a distance from each other, but we should still be walking together and not divide the church. This fly, missed the blessing of the animals. It's not here anymore. So we must walk together and not divide the church, not be in the church and say, I'm so glad I'm not like those Episcopalians. Or I'm so glad I'm not like those Baptists. And in the context of the Anglican Communion right now, I would say, on our part, it's important for us not to say, I'm so glad that we're not like those other Anglicans. And those other Anglicans would be cautioned to say, to not get caught up in saying, well, we're so glad we're not like the Episcopal Church, and we're going to do our own thing. Even if it means walking at a distance, Jesus teaches us that it is in our humility that we find justification by accepting God's grace by itself, alone, not through our own perceived righteousness. So the next time you take a picture, whether it's underwater or not, the next time you take a picture, try and see look at it and look at what things are missing from the picture that you can see clearly in person. And look for the ways in which the moment you were in is different from the picture